Hello, everyone. It's Multithon. I am so pumped for this marathon, and we have just seen some amazing runs that have been super entertaining. Well, if you've just wandered in and you don't know where you are, and you want to know, who am I? Where am I going? What's the purpose of my life? I can't help you with that. But what I can tell you is that this is Multithon, a 4-day speedrunning event benefiting Blue Path service dogs. Our goal is to show off the best the speedrunning community has to offer in cooperation and collaboration through showcasing runs and games that feature connection with others, whether that's in the game or with friends you're playing it with. Our schedule is packed with head-to-head races, creative collaboration, and so much more. Try typing !schedule in the chat to see all the great things we have coming up for you this weekend. And we are so happy to be working with such a wonderful organization, and we hope that you'll get those donations in. Before we start our next run, I do just want to remind you of a couple of cool incentives that we have going on. So we have $285 donated so far, and 100 of that actually this is hot off the presses. We just got this donation, and $100 from Zando Toaster, who says, "Good marathon, good cause. Putting this towards seeing Spyro in a good Stray speedrun later." Well, what is Zando talking about? We do have a bid war to put a skin on the Stray cat. Now you can go with a normal no skin, and that actually means that this run would be viable for the speedrun leaderboards, because if you put a skin on our heroic Stray cat, that actually invalidates the run. So there is a good reason not to pick no skin, or excuse me, not to pick no skin if that's important to you. We have a Garfield skin with $96, and a Happy Puppy skin, which is looking a little lonely, with $0, and a Spyro the Dragon skin with $115. So thank you so much, Zando. And I'm told that the Spyro the Dragon skin actually makes the speedrun tricks harder. So if you're the kind of person who loves seeing speedrunners suffer, then get those donations in for that Spyro the Dragon skin for the Stray cat. What do we have going on next? I am so happy to tell you that we have a Trifox run between, this is a race between my friends selcouthmind and Ozmourn, and with them they have the current world record holder of the game and one of the devs who helped create Trifox. So this is going to be a fantastic event, and you aren't going to want to miss 1 second of it, because we're gonna double your fun with this Tri-Fantastic quartet. Alright everyone, we're ready for you. Take it away.
Hello, everyone. Welcome here. My name is Sel, or selcouthmind, and I am one of the runners for this race. And with me, if my lovely racer would love to introduce himself.
Hello, my name is Ozmourn. You might have seen me around in chat. I am one of the other racers of this amazing game, Trifox, and I'm super excited to be showing this off and racing Cell here. And we have two amazing commentators. Would you care to introduce yourselves, please?
Hello, I am Half BC. I am the current world record holder for Trifox.
And I am Emil, one of the devs, as mentioned before.
Yeah, so as I said, this is going to be a race. There's going to be a few little differences because there were some stats found recently. We'll see. Ozmourn, in the about 10 seconds before we got pulled into the live channel, was trying to study these strats. We'll see if he does them or not. But keep an eye out. There'll be some differences towards the end of the run. But yeah, otherwise, we gonna be good to go?
Yeah, I'm good to go.
Ozmourn. All right.
Yeah, and I would like to make it clear that selcouthmind purposefully did not inform me about how the strats work because she wanted to.
I told you there were new strats. You didn't look them up. That's on you, Ozmourn.
Ooh, okay. You know what? We're already starting off with this kind of energy. Let's just see how it turns out.
We'll just see. For context, Ozmourn and I both learned this run together, so our beef is very much friendly banter. But
yeah, but
if we're good to go,
if it saved as much time as you say, it's gonna be an interesting race. So
it should be very interesting. All right, so you got your save file already?
Sure do.
All right, so then time is going to start upon both of us selecting our save files. So I guess, should I do the countdown?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. All right, so time is going to start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, good luck to both of you. So yeah, this is Trifox, a nice little 3D platformer / twin stick shooter created by the good people over at Glowfish Interactive. I think Emil can tell a bit more about the game itself since he's one of the devs.
Yeah, sure thing. So in Trifox, you basically get to play as one of 3 classes. Right here in a minute, you'll see that runners will have to pick a starting class, but you're not locked into that class. You can mix and match abilities from the 3 different classes later on, and start to develop your own strategy like that. However, for speedrunning, I have noticed, I have been watching some of these runs myself, that a few particular abilities get picked over and over again. So we'll see that unfolding as they are running the game.
Yeah, like Emil said, we use a few very specific abilities for the speedrun, which, obviously are because they're just faster.
Yeah, of course. Like, we did not design every ability with speed in mind, of course. But you guys, of course, tend to ignore all the other ones. Understandably so.
Yeah. So yeah, at the start of the game, we see Ovcell and Oz pick the warrior class, which its movement ability is a dash, which we can almost use. Well, it's almost unlimited use. It's pretty close.
What happened there?
Ooh, that was a weird fall, yeah.
Oh, but it spawned me here, so that's nice.
But yeah, the warrior dash is almost unlimited uses, and the extra advantage of the warrior dash is that after using the dash, you instantly go to sprint speed, meaning it's just faster than other abilities because you get less uses out of other abilities, and they don't give you that extra bit of speed.
Yeah, definitely for traversing, it's by far the quickest one. And it also has to be, that's also why we designed it that way for the warrior, because they have to get close and personal, of course. Where the other 2 classes can stay a bit further away.
Yeah, because the warrior mostly uses melee abilities, especially early on, while the other classes get ranged abilities, so it's not that bad if you can just stay at the distance. But yeah, during the intro just now, you saw both of them going for some treasure chests and some boxes to try and get some money, because while we don't need too much money during the game, because we use very limited abilities, we do need some, and very specifically, we need 1250 coins by the end of level 1-1, which is the level they're in now. And so even during this level, you will see them go out of their way a little bit to try and get some more money, to make sure they got that those 1250 coins.
Oh, I got the skip, let's go.
No, I didn't get the skip.
Yeah. We also see our very first bit of difference here. Both Cell and Oz try to go for a small cutscene skip that happens at the start there. There's a very small bit of rock where you can stand where the cutscene doesn't trigger. And it says, I think, like 5 seconds.
But it's very small indeed. I was amused the first time I saw you guys use this. Because that's one we missed.
Yeah.
Alright.
So here they move up the pillar so they can go up.
And actually doing this pretty fast. Usually when people do this the first time casually, they have to figure out what is going on with the buttons and stuff.
I'm gonna go out of my way.
Of course they know what is happening here.
I'm going out of my way to get a little bit of extra coin. because I think I forgot to get some things in the prologue, and so.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh,
Okay,
And
so now we
here's
come to this piece.
another trick that I really enjoy watching.
Oh, thank God.
Is using that plank that was just there as a piece of set dressing.
Oh, I thought I moved it out of the way. Thank
try
God.
to push his buttons.
That was so scary.
Yeah. So, because we need to push both of these buttons, and these enemies are just very annoying, constantly try to push off, we found a way to just not have to deal with the enemies or
No.
pushing the buttons ourselves. And new strats actually use the boxes that we see over there on Cell's screen to the left, rather than the plank and the skull.
They're probably a bit more reliable, because the collision boxes there are a bit more, or they're bigger, so it's probably easier to get that on the button, I assume.
Yeah, definitely. And so by the end, I think both Cell and us had 700 coins exiting the intro, so they should both be good on money.
Oh.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, we kill this final boxer, we exit stage 1-1. And now we go shopping. Because now we're gonna get the single most important ability to completely break this game. Which, yeah, Emil knows what I'm talking about, which is the flame turret. And we need 1250 coins because first we need to buy the engineer movement ability, and then we also need to buy the flame turret itself, which costs 1000 coins.
I'm going to change these real quick.
Oh yeah, that works.
Yeah, I usually end up putting hammer on right trigger, but I accidentally put it on, or right bumper, but I accidentally put it on right trigger instead, and so I just swapped the two real quick.
Oh yeah, that's fair. But yeah, so the reason we buy the flame turret is, well, we'll see immediately in level 1-2, and this is why we need the flame turret now. Because the flame turret allows us to just skip a lot of big parts of the game.
Alright, here's hoping for a good Y skip.
Yeah.
Yep.
Please.
I think you skip at least half this level, right? With the trick that is about to happen.
Yeah, basically.
I don't think that's good enough. That's whoa, it might be actually.
I think it's good.
Oh, thank goodness.
Let's
I
see.
thought it wasn't.
Yeah, it's good. And as you see on us screen, we can use the turret to climb up on stuff, and specifically in this case to go out of bounds up on these rocks.
No, I fell down.
By doing that,
Okay, there you go.
by doing that, we can walk straight towards the final room in this level,
there we
rather
go.
than having to go out of our way, do a very long, very, very, very long button press in order to open the door.
Well,
But now we just
yeah,
walk over these rocks, over some
That's
invisible
right.
ceilings.
there you go.
Right
There
here,
we go.
yep.
That's
And we go
probably one
straight
of the
into the final room.
one of the fights that you speedrunners don't enjoy. That you just have to stand there and wait.
I like this fight.
For something to
I don't
happen.
understand why the rest of them don't. It's a good fight.
I mean,
What, this fight that I'm doing right now?
it's
You're talking about the...
the crab fight is fun. The fight where we just have to defend the button for like a minute and a half is
Oh yeah,
boring.
that I don't like that fight. You just stand there. You gotta avoid people. You gotta avoid getting hit too and running out of health.
Yeah. I mean, before we found Y-Skip, I actually also brought that room down to a science where I just literally stood still for 1.5 minutes and did nothing. It basically
very
was
well.
coffee break 1. Oh, you got the cell.
Actually,
There we go.
very early during development, we had a test run for that level, and people actually started using the warrior knockback to just kick the grenades away, so that they didn't have to deal with it at all, and you could just stand on the button forever.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Okay, please, thank you. Oh,
But yeah, now we're
That's
in
perfect,
this crab room. We have to defeat a bunch of crabs. Most of this bit is scripted, but where the crabs spawn is semi-random based on your position in the level.
Yep. So
And-
sometimes there's a pesky straggler, which speedrunners of course hate.
yeah, I can
Yeah.
never like do this level incredibly fast because every time
I
I
don't-
think that
I
it's
don't-
supposed to be over.
I don't have issue with the RNG in this level. I seem to
I
be
do.
the only runner who doesn't.
I have issues all
Yeah,
the time with in this level.
My gold compared to like my worst varies by like 15 to 20 seconds.
there's a actually fun fact. It shouldn't be RNG. It's based on proximity to the spawn point. So if you can find a good position, you should be able to guarantee where they spawn.
I mean, yeah, it's literally just.
I have never tried that myself.
It's literally just like the crabs spawn wherever you aren't, and so like,
yeah, exactly.
I'm sure there's a way for me to do it consistently. I just haven't been able to take the time and figure it out.
Yeah. Anyways,
But,
up on our screen we have Bob.
Yep.
The big crab. And Bob is angry, so he's gonna spout water at you.
Rightfully
and of course,
so. Killing all is better than.
Yeah, and of course, when something spouts water at you, you fight it with fire. Clearly.
Yeah, of course. That makes total sense.
And, you know, who doesn't like some deep-fried crab?
Exactly.
Oh, don't die us.
Thank God.
Ooh, that's close.
Okay, so
I
one
know.
thing about the bosses is that they have a specific flaw in that if you are within like a 1-inch distance of them, they will not be able to hit you. Like I get really close to him, and you can see that he's like attacking me, but he doesn't always hit me. And so you kind of just use that to your advantage by putting turrets around him and then just facing so he doesn't hit the turrets, he doesn't hit you.
Yeah. And the big important thing about speed with this boss is just try to place your turrets in such a way and distract the boss in such a way that he doesn't destroy the turrets. Because that way the turrets can just constantly do damage and you can get a very fast and clean boss kill.
Ooh.
Yeah, Oz is now in level 1-3, which is the second longest level in the speedrun, I think.
Oh yeah, it's a long one.
I mean, world like the level 3s of each world are really long, except for the last one.
Well, yeah, 3-3.
Yeah, I mean, 3-3 is also very long, just not the way we do it.
It should be the longest level in the game, but now it isn't.
Yeah. So sorry for that.
That's fine. That's
You'll
fine.
see it when it happens.
We the team and I, we find it very amusing that actually what was the longest level in the game now is, I think, the shortest in the run by quite a large margin.
Yeah,
which is impressive. Somehow, you found ways to break that one the most. Even though our level designer took great care for that not to happen.
I mean, I feel like. You know, when it comes to the level design of 3-3, the main thing here is that like the exit is right where you enter, and so of course speedrunners of course are gonna find a way to just go straight to the exit.
Yeah.
But
we'll talk about that.
And especially because
go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna mention because the checkpointing is very different, but we can point it out once we get to that level.
Let's talk about this first. So 1-3 is probably the most normal level in the game. The one where we do the least amount of breaking, at least.
I am happy to hear that because this is a level I designed. So I guess I get did a good job at it.
Yeah, that's the wrong one.
Yeah, it is. You're right. That's supposed to be the next movement that I do.
Yeah, but yeah, 1-3. We've done a lot of searching. I've definitely been able to find some weird things in the level itself, but nothing to really break the level yet. So.
I think the tricky part as well is like physically in the level itself, the part where we're in now, this kind of dungeon thing, is actually off to the side and you get teleported. It's like a hidden teleport. So I think even if you would get out of bounds, you still would not be able to actually skip a lot.
We did figure that out at some point.
I'm excited to be proven wrong at some point. Would be fun to see.
So I am lying a little bit. One decent break has been found, but it's not in the speedrun because it requires abilities that are way too expensive.
That's the New Game Plus sort of theorization happening right now.
Yeah.
My
God. I'm just gonna go.
There's
I can't go around. Oh my God.
Nope. That door is closed.
But yeah, Whis is a runner who was involved with this game very early on. I think even before its official release, he took part in your speedrun contest for level 1-2, I think.
Yeah, and he ended up doing like a lot of testing voluntarily as well, which is like, it's been very nice to have him test and try to break the game, because a lot of the issues that you've been using, or some of them similar issues got spotted before they hit the release of the game. Some did slip through.
a lot of the glitches, especially a lot of the breaks, do come from Whis. He has done a lot of work for that, and he also found a way in this section of the game to just skip through the door, start of this underground section, meaning you can skip the entire underground section. But
Yeah,
that requires abilities.
I saw a clip of that at some point. Yeah. You would never save time in a full run, I guess, because you have to purchase all those abilities. Because we do have a tiered system of for the skills in the game. So like the first abilities are quite cheap, but they progressively get more expensive. So definitely early in the game, I think that would be tricky to do.
Yeah. So Cell is now on this vertical section of the level that Oz already did earlier, and we try to use turrets to skip some of the elevator cycles here, because these elevators are super slow. And Cell is having some issues, which is not too weird.
Turrets and I don't get along in this game.
Yeah.
I mean,
this section, collisions can be weird sometimes. I still have troubles with this every now and then.
Honestly, that was pretty clean for me.
Nice.
It's because they are round and you tend to slide off the...
Yeah. Get on the other elevator. Yeah, okay, that's fine, that's fine.
Panic averted, we're good.
Meanwhile, Oz is on the other half of the underground section. You just mostly ignore these enemies. Go straight for this button. I have also been theorizing a way to shorten the path a bit here by putting a vase on that button, but that's just very inconsistent.
Does it matter at all in which order you do these, or have you not discovered anything in particular that matters in terms of speed?
It doesn't matter. It's mostly just preference.
Speaking of going fast, should we see if there's any donations?
We do have some donations, as a matter of fact. So we have $10 from Nia, who just says, "Good luck, Oz."
Thank you, Nia.
And we have $5 from Renee, who says, "I am here to donate for all the good doggos and all the help they give. Also to make the stray run harder." And we also have $10 from Charbunny, who says, "Sal and Ozmourn, what a lovely set of people. So excited for the run." And I just want to update everyone on the status of our Spiritfarer Hug the Cat incentive. So for every $5 that are donated, the player will hug the cat. And currently we are at $47 out of 100, which is 9 hugs. But I believe that we can get 11 more hugs by the time that run starts tonight. And finally, we actually had a question from chat for the runners, which is there a part of this game we don't see in the any percent that you love or wish that you could show off?
Any part in any percent that you don't see. I mean, the only other category that I really have is like any percent no out of bounds. But like there's a bunch of different abilities that we don't get in any percent because like it just takes too much time to like grind the money in order to buy them. It would theoretically make things faster. It's just that you have to spend time getting money for them, and so it takes more time than it's worth. And so I guess that just a lot of abilities that you don't get to see in any percent because it takes too much time to get. But if you want to see them, you should play the game for yourself.
Yeah, I agree with Oz on that. Like, every class
that was
has,
a really good fight, by the way,
including the movement work. That was so decent. But yeah, no, every class, all 3 classes, including their movement ability, have 10 abilities, and we really only use like 5 in total. So,
which honestly is still more than I expected. You would end up using as speedrunners. I thought it would be like, okay, let's get the hammer and let's get the dash, and that would be it.
How much money do I need at the end?
So I'm happy to see that they still get used.
BC, can you remind me how much money I need at the end of this boss?
Oz is coming up to the first boss now.
Ooh. Boss time.
Yeah. And the first boss is Pirate Boss / Warrior Boss.
Yeah, exactly. We have each boss mirror to the 3 classes that the player actually can play.
Yeah. So yeah, the first boss, the Warrior / Pirate Boss. While Del is trying a trick I also recently found to make this mob control fight a bit easier. Let's see if she gets it.
Come on.
So I
No.
recently found this strat with this mob control where you just climb up on these turrets. All the enemies
Oh,
will
that's cool.
gather around the turrets and will just die.
And burn. Nice.
Yeah, and it's actually really fast as well. Like if you do it right, it's faster than just normally finding them.
And probably safer as well, because
Yeah,
the damage output in this fight can be quite intense.
Yeah.
What's going on here? Come on. Oh, okay. Thank God.
Ooh.
Ozmourn, fail.
So
have
Oz
trouble,
is-
have trouble, have trouble. Warrior, don't cooperate.
Wait. Am
I
I
think it's
able
good.
to actually save? Ooh, please? No, it exploded mid-air.
Aw.
Oh wait, but this guy.
Mid-air.
Thank goodness.
Ooh, nice. But yeah, Oz is on the warrior boss. Meanwhile, on this warrior boss, we have to
Oh my
grab
God,
these
I can't
bombs,
believe that
which we
worked.
throw at the tower the warrior boss is standing on to get him down. And then after he gets down, we can actually attack and destroy the warrior boss, and he's almost dead. So that's almost the first boss
No,
done, right?
Almost.
Yeah, of
Well,
course.
yeah. Well, no. It's never that
Nope.
easy, obviously. Because he doesn't agree with us, and he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna drink this battery acid.
What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, nothing could go wrong, right?
For real though, what
You
are
definitely want
these?
to turn into some mutated monster.
I'm gonna do a bit of a.
Sometimes you have to do what you have to do.
All right, beautiful. So what I just did was a little bit of manipulation. If you go towards the boss right there, he will always end up being like. I feel like that top turret. Oh, I timed those poorly. We're not gonna get a 1 cycle here, but we're gonna try and get as much as we can.
Yeah, as I was saying, if we go directly to the boss when this phase starts, he always starts with that Tasmanian Devil move. And he also always uses the exact same pattern. So by doing that, we can always know what the boss is going to do. We can place our turrets around the middle, so they attack him, and we can one-cycle the boss if we do it well. Oz sadly lost one of the turrets at start, so he didn't
I
get
was
one
very
cycle.
close to getting 1
But this was still very good.
Very
Yeah.
close enough.
I'm gonna get an
Still very good.
overabundance of coins here, just for good measure.
Oh,
Yeah, fair enough.
you actually still grab the coins. That's interesting. I thought you would just run straight past.
Yeah, it depends on how much fate you have. In a marathon, I would grab those coins for safety.
Makes
Because
sense.
this is where we have our second shopping trip for
yeah.
the abilities we use for the rest of the game. And we need 2,250 coins at this point
No.
to buy... Oh, Cells Nature.
Oh, I
To
am
buy a Mage Ball
very
ability.
much almost dead. No. Don't you shoot me, you
Oh.
gunner.
Oof. Yeah. Anyway, so Oz just bought the Mage Teleport ability, which we'll be using later on in the game. He bought the Mage Exploding Ball ability, which is a very powerful attacking ability, which we use to kill a lot of big enemies. And he bought the Engineered Turret Attack, or a Gatling Gun, which is the highest single target DPS ability.
Yeah, it's
Well, at
very
least
good.
out of the
sustained
auto
damage.
attack. Yeah, out of the auto attack, that's the highest single target ability.
And
And also,
We used.
it's safer than the hammer, right?
Yeah, it's also just safer.
one thing that you saw me do just now was I actually used ooh, that was a fairly poorly timed mage bomb. Oh, but he
Yeah,
Almost blew
he
yourself
blew
up.
himself up. It's fine. Didn't waste much time there.
yeah.
So one thing that you saw me do was actually like climb a wall with turrets. The reason that that's possible is because like when you put down a turret, it does like a little animation of like the wheels like turning, and for some reason during that animation the you can just go through it, like it has no collision during the animation, and so you're able to just.
And that makes vertical
Actually-
climbing very easy.
It was not designed to do that. It was designed so that if people would place down their turrets, they would not actually get hindered by it for
Yeah,
a brief period of time. But it's nice to see that it's also useful for climbing.
Yeah. And Cell just got past the warrior boss.
One
Did actually get the
cycle.
1 cycle in phase 2.
Oh.
So,
Nice.
but yeah, because the turret's collision isn't immediate, we can just very simply vertical climb by just placing and jumping, instead of having to jump all the way around the turrets every time. And also is now
So-
on the turret defense section, which he uses the mouse for to aim, and that's very fair because aiming is quite hard with this thing if you use the controller.
Yeah.
Oh, this level's next. Don't mind me just skipping a level mentally.
So what I'm doing right
Yeah,
here is like we have specific tracks. If as you there's the tracks that you go down, you have split paths, and you can choose which path to go down. The only one that matters is the very first one. The rest of them are the exact same length. And so you saw me just go down the path and didn't change the track, and that's going to be only for the first one. The rest of the time you can change the track; it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's just the gist of this one. I don't know if Happy you have any more things to say, any more donations you want to read out while we doing what is essentially just an auto scroller.
Yeah, absolutely. So I just want to remind everyone what Blue Path Service Dogs does. Blue Path provides autism service dogs offering safety, companionship, and opportunities for independence. Blue Path's expertly trained autism service dogs are provided free of charge. They improve safety and provide families with the freedom to unlock life's potential. And if we are on an autoscroller, then runners, we have another chat question. What are your favorite and least favorite strats for this run?
My favorite strat is the strat that we're gonna see in 3.3. Even though it's an updated one, apparently it's an updated one that I haven't like learned yet, because 3.3 in itself is just an incredibly long level, and so you're able to just turn it to the shortest level by doing it. My least favorite strat? I wouldn't know. I haven't thought about that. What my least favorite strat would be. I don't know if Cell has an answer to that question while I'm...
My favorite would also be 3.3, but the updated one, in part because it's based off of theorization I had the one time, and also a panicked I found a bug to the devs report that turns out, no, I just reported how you're intended to play casually. I'm trying to think. Oh, least favorite? Honestly, just everything to do with the final boss. I despise the final boss. It is the worst part of this game. I'm sorry, devs.
Okay, so quick focus over to Oz's screen, who's now performing the next big skip in level 2-2. We're out of bounds right now, and yeah, so in this level as well, we have some very long defense sections.
Wow, I can't believe I did don't know.
Yeah, we have some very long defense sections, and we don't like that, so instead we just go out of bounds, climb up here, go up on the invisible ceiling, and just again, walk to the end of the level. If we don't fall down. Ooh.
I literally jumped, assuming that I wouldn't do that, and I still did it.
Good, fall.
But it's fine. We'll just do what we did, but again. If we can get up there, please.
Yeah, this is probably one of my favorite strats, since this specifically is one, for the largest part, I found myself.
I think there are some gaps in the collision here, right? That makes it very tricky.
Yeah, there are.
Yeah, because obviously we did not intend you to get here.
Yeah, if you don't know exactly where the gaps are, it's very easy to fall down. So
that should be fine. Okay, thank goodness.
Yeah, that's fine. And now you can just throw it up here. Yeah,
please. Thank you.
Yeah, this skips a pretty long defense section where we have to defend a machine against some worms. It skips a bit of level that I don't even remember how it goes, honestly. It's been so long.
Neither do I.
Sorry about that.
Well, basically you have to get through a bunch of machinery and contraptions towards this factory.
Yeah. But instead, we just go over those invisible ceilings, walk towards the second to last room, because we do actually need to kill this guy before we go to the last room. Otherwise, the final enemy doesn't spawn.
There you go. I thought
so,
for some reason, I thought for a hot second, I thought that it went through the laser beams. Or the battery went through.
I think it did, but it's safety guarded to teleport back if that happens.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. We took that into account.
I bet that happens as well.
I just got attacked.
Yeah, you killed the... Ooh, that's close. Yeah. We killed the minigunner guy. We need to do that to spawn the shield guy, otherwise we just skip that as well, but no, we can't do that. And then when we kill the shield guy, he just kinda, well, does that.
Yeah, he's not very bright.
Yeah.
Look at how much health I have right now.
Yeah, that's close.
That's just being optimal.
Cell also getting the skip first try, I think.
What's
the first try, Cell?
That was, first try on that jump. I'm getting better at this skip. I used to hate this skip.
Yeah.
Beastie and Ozmourn can both attest to that. Because I saw it, well, sent voice chats sobbing over this skip a few times.
Okay, so now getting to this part of the skip. Gotta try and get up there. Well, Oz is heading into level 2-3, and well, Oz can go grab some coffee because yeah, we're coming up to coffee break.
Yeah, coffee break. Well, I have to do a little bit of stuff for coffee break, but then it's gonna come up in like 10 seconds.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like
so the start of the start of 2-3 starts with a trash compactor scene. We have to kill a few enemies to actually start up the trash compactor, but after that, well, you'll see what I'll do.
Where are you guys?
I think they're dead already, right? They should be.
They start stomping the machine. Should be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
So,
what is going on?
Enemy's gone, and why would we spend effort dodging the trash compactor when we can just go up here and wait for like a minute and a half?
I'm pretty sure a lot of the parts of the the trash compactor like just kill you in one hit, which is, or they give do at the very least do a lot of damage. And
yeah,
I think they do 20, like so a quarter of your health on normal difficulty.
Okay,
yeah. Ooh, careful though.
But if you're not careful, you can die pretty quickly in there, especially because players always want to get all the coins. So they're more focused on the money than actually trying to dodge stuff.
So my question is...
Yeah, that's a good way to die.
My question is, how are you meant to get up here casually? Because I'm pretty sure like using the collision of the turrets is not a casual strat.
You can get up here with the teleport of the mage. And I believe if you place a turret and then like double jump, you might be able to do it as well. But I'm not quite sure about that.
Okay.
But definitely with the teleport.
Okay, I didn't even think about that.
There are also some attacks that have a movement effect to them that can work. Like there's a warrior smash ability.
All right, here's my stop.
That I think can get up there as well.
Yeah, you can definitely use that as well.
Yeah.
I think every class can technically get on there. So I think for the engineer it involves what you just did. Which is indeed not something we necessarily intended, but we knew that people would do it.
Yeah.
It's also why we allowed it, because it's cool.
Okay, I was very close to dying there. Very close to dying.
Hey.
Yeah, that was close. You've got this though. But yeah, anyways, this is level 2-3. This is another level that we haven't managed to really break yet. This level is very well safeguarded everywhere. And it doesn't help that it's a very vertical level, and the death plane moves along with this elevator. So unless the elevator goes down, we can't actually go down ourselves. But yeah, because it's very
one of the only
safeguarded.
levels you don't skip anything, right?
Yeah, but because it's so safeguarded, we can't really skip anything, and it's currently the longest level in the speedrun by quite some margin. I think it's about 1.5 minutes longer than 1-3.
Well, since I'm on coffee break, should we quickly grab a donation or two?
Yes, please. I can definitely help you out with that. Well, I just want to remind you of a couple of incentives that we've got coming up over the next couple of days for the marathon. So I told you about the Stray skin incentive, or rather bid war. We also have another incentive for Stray, which is take a cowboy cat nap. And if this incentive is met, then our cute little cat is going to take a cat nap with a cowboy robot that is reclining on a bench in the game. And that is only a $25 incentive, and we're at $1 right now, so just $24 more. And you will be able to see an adorable little cutscene.
I'm just gonna...
we also have...
Sorry, continue.
No worries, Ozmourn. We also have a bonus DLC boss incentive for Bug Snacks. And we're at $15 of 50 for that one. So we're making some progress on these incentives. Chat, you're doing so well. And I didn't mention this earlier because there's been so much fun stuff to talk about. But we're at $310 now. We have officially passed the 3 $100 mark. So you're doing great, chat. Let's keep up this momentum.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, Oz is currently on the first floor, I think. Yeah,
Yeah.
near the end of the first floor. We get this nice little section here where we don't have to kill the enemies, but we do have to flip these switches, and this is actually a hint towards the next boss as well. This segment is basically supposed to teach us how the next boss works as well. So we need to flip those switches to destroy the machine and to activate the elevator again, so we can move on to the next floor.
Oh, here you go. Perfect.
And meanwhile, Cell is fighting the first floor enemies on the elevator itself. And yeah, this entire level is very movement focused, but also the first level where we really have a very heavy on how to efficiently dispose of enemies, which includes this strat Cell is doing, blocking a door with a turret. Because by placing a turret there, and you'll see it happen in just a second, once she kills that enemy.
Come on, Boxer.
Yeah. Normally a mech walker comes out of that door, but by placing a turret, the door closes and the mech walker just kind of self-destructs. And that saves us quite a few seconds of fighting that mech walker.
Why did enemy health bars turn off?
Did you hit the button, Oz?
There's a shortcut for that.
Huh?
You probably hit the button.
There's a button for that?
Yep.
Yes, there is.
I never knew that.
I found out recently as well.
I think it's D-pad up.
Yep, D-pad up.
by default.
Woo! This is spicy! I died to the RPG.
That's, yeah.
I don't like this. I'm gonna go get help over here. Thank you.
Yeah, this is the first level with a very heavy focus on fighting enemies in an efficient way. There's a lot of enemies that need to be fought, and this is one of the few levels where we can't actually just skip them. And on top of that, there's also a lot of efficient movement to go through to avoid traps and keep our health up, so we can fight those enemies more efficiently as well.
That was good. Decent.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. No, I don't need you. Never mind.
He said confidently about the health potion.
Listen, I'm already 3/4 of the way there. You know, that health potion. Isn't that how much does that health potion give you? Is it full?
I think half.
Half. Okay.
That one was half, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. The big ones
small,
are full.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect.
But yeah, when it comes to actually trying to get a fast time in this level, a lot of it is just taking every shortcut you can, getting just in time for these cycles so you don't have to wait for these doors. And it's probably the one level where it's easiest to lose a few seconds. Oh, yeah, because you fell down after the door won't open again.
Oh wait.
So you
Okay,
either have to climb over,
Okay, you can just reset.
Yeah.
Okay.
or just respawn.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I did not. That's never happened before to me.
Oh, we had it.
That's
That's never happened.
interesting. I've never spotted that before.
Yeah.
If you go through that door and don't actually touch the platform before falling down, your checkpoints get set, but you do get respawned before the door, and the door also stays
Yeah,
closed.
I was just like waiting for the door to open. I was just like, wait, what? What's happening?
Yeah, I've had that happen as well. It's a good thing to know.
I'll take note of that. Might be something that we can fix.
Yeah, that's all done with the second floor. Going down to the final floor. Cell is fighting the elevator fight on the second floor.
And I believe you do like a Geronimo jump here, right?
Yeah.
To save every bit of time you can.
Basically, the moment we get a gap here, we go down to the bottom floor. So we can start fighting these enemies while the elevator is still going down. This helps us in two ways. First of all, it's just faster. Second of all, there's two boxers spawning here. And we kind of want to get this mech walker down before we have to deal with the boxers. Because that's just a lot less chaos and makes it a lot easier on us.
Yeah, perfect. And now you.
Yeah.
You.
No.
Have you distract the boxers. One thing about the Mage Bomb is I mean, unless I've just been hallucinating, but I'm pretty sure the Mage Bomb also damages you if you use it incorrectly. And so it's very, like so.
Yep.
It's
It
very
is
difficult.
absolute. It is true AoE damage.
Yeah. It is indeed true AoE damage, and therefore it is a very risky ability to use sometimes, and you really have to calculate when you use it, especially when you've slowed down a few turrets.
Yeah, because it also damages the turrets too, so like, it's nice.
Yeah,
It's
and any damage will set it off, so you have to indeed be very careful.
Hello.
Yeah.
Alright, that's
Nice.
2-3.
That's 2-3 done.
And yeah, and in a lot of fights I actually use the mage bombs before I start placing turrets, just to be safe.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, Cell's now clearing out floor 2,
Wait.
while Oz is going into the second boss, the Engineer
on.
Twins.
All right, let's hope for bad luck for Oz on the Engineer Twins, because you don't like that boss, do you?
Not really, only because like usually I die at the very end of a phase and then I have to start the phase all over.
Yeah. So, if you die during any of the 3 phases, you have to start the phase all over from, well, before killing these mech walkers. So in phase 1, only one mech walker spawns, and that's pretty easy to dispose of. Normally, at least.
Well, I think the thing that really catches you here is that the mech spawns like little crawling bombs, and you have to kill them too if they spawn.
Yeah, as long as even one of those tiny crawlers is still up.
Oh!
The phase.
Oh, that's never happened before. Oh, okay. You can end up underneath the platform. Okay, good to know.
I forgot where this guy spawns.
Yeah.
Where you spawn?
Yeah, as you just noticed, just like in the level 2-3, we have these switches we need to pull in order to damage the bosses.
I don't like how that.
And then,
thank you.
Ooh, grab the health. Yep. And then second phase, 2 mech walkers spawn. We need to destroy both of them and all of these tiny little spider bombs.
No, I don't have.
And after we do that, we have to press the switches again. Except instead of just going straight for the switches, well,
if I'm good, we can just go straight for the switches.
if it's good,
Exactly.
we can go straight to the switches. But yeah, the twins were like, wait, you just moved straight towards us last time. We can't have that. Let's build some walls. Except, you know, if we're fast enough, the walls are too slow to stop us, and we still go straight toward the switches. Except this time we have to press 2 switches. And yeah, these mech walkers always spawn in predetermined positions, so if we know and remember where they spawn, we can place some turrets before they spawn.
Off. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, I died.
They always spawn towards the left of the bosses.
But it's fine. I died, but it's fine. It's at the beginning of the phase. So it doesn't really...
Yeah.
It's the best time to die, right?
Yeah, exactly.
If you have to die.
Yeah, if you remember where they spawn, you can pre-place some turrets and even pre-throw a mage bomb to just almost instantly kill at least one of them when they spawn. And some part of the chaos in this part of the fight is the exploding barrels all around you. If they explode when you're too close, they do half your health. So, then again, they also do 50 damage to the mech walkers if they explode near them.
Alright, there we go. Perfect. Oh, wait, no, never mind.
That's
This guy. You gotta kill this guy.
Okay.
One little
Okay,
guy.
that's the mech walkers done.
Right.
And now, once again, the twins will pull up the walls, pull up the switches, except this time the walls move around, and there's 3 switches.
But you don't really care about the moving walls, if you're quick.
Yeah.
Oh!
Wait,
It
oh,
took
wait,
us
no.
surprisingly long.
Oh,
Oh
I
no,
have to
us.
reset. Dang it. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I did that instinctively.
Yeah, us
I did
just-
that instinctively. I was just like, oh, I can just reset, and then I didn't.
Us just showed that the phase is... That one phase is killing the mech walkers and putting the switches and not just killing the mech walkers.
Yeah.
But yeah, because Al's respawned there, he had to redo the mech walkers as well.
Yeah.
There's some help there, yeah.
But it doesn't leave that much time.
But yeah, it took us surprisingly long to find out we can dodge those walls, because no one had just ever tried it. We always assumed we just couldn't.
It's not something that we intended to happen, right? But we allowed it if you're fast enough.
Yeah.
Didn't you find that by accident, Beastie, the one day you just happened to sprint forward?
Yeah, I was just not paying attention. I was just pressing the sprint button because I thought it was phase 1. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's good.
And I just went through and I was like, wait, that works? And since then we've just been using it because, you know, it works.
As
But I think
much
it was
faster.
like over a month after release when we found that.
Okay.
Like, such a simple thing.
Ah, no.
Oh, Cell, no. Oz just got done with the twins, so
I was catching up and now I'm not.
Oz will be moving on to World 3.
Yeah. World 3. Where are you, Cell, right now?
I am phase 2.
At the start of phase 2.
Okay.
And World 3 at this point is like the quickest world, right?
Well, kind of.
Yeah, especially with new strats.
As long as you don't make a mistake.
Yeah.
Which is funny to see, considering we designed it to be longest world.
Yeah. It's the world where, well, we break every level completely, so... including the boss, if we do well. But yeah, Oz just switched to the Mage Teleport ability, because this is the only level where we hard need the Mage Teleport ability for the skips. Although, with the new skips, we actually keep the Mage Teleport ability after this.
Oh, you won't see that from me.
Because Oz is still using the old strats, yeah.
There you go.
So first we move over here. Start of the level is pretty normal, right? Then you're like, well, this is a normal level, right? Yeah, think again.
No. Start panicking on the...
Yeah,
no!
yeah. Oh, no!
Ah, the electricity.
Oz just used the turret and some mage teleporting to go up to this invisible ceiling, and rather than having to do this entire level, including a lot of fighting, a lot of battery grabbing, some sailing.
I don't know if that's... Okay.
Yeah, no, that's not... Oh, that is saveable. Okay, nice. But yeah, rather than going around the entire level, we just go over the invisible ceiling, and oh no.
Ooh, what is going on here?
Oh, I think you have a battery spell now.
Okay, I'm going to be extremely careful. Okay, thank goodness.
Yeah, nice. So yeah, rather than doing the entire level, we walk over the invisible ceiling, and we just... Oh no.
Oh wait, what is this?
Yeah, I don't think you can save it from here.
No. Well, you get to see it again.
But yeah, if that works, it takes you to the final room in the level, which is also probably one of the hardest fighting sections in the game, if you ask me.
I forgot the cutscene.
Yeah.
No. Okay, thank goodness.
Yeah, it's fine, it's fine.
I placed it.
If you do it right, you can skip that cutscene entirely. Oz accidentally triggered it, but that's fine, it's just a few seconds lost.
Alright, let's do this.
Here we have the nice scenic route again.
Yep. Yeah, as Oz already showed just now, the invisible ceiling is only in certain parts. Other parts you can just fall down like this.
You get these like really poor spawns and... What is going... Why do I keep doing this? Like, I don't get it. Oh. Hold up. There we go.
Yeah, if you're slightly off here, it's very easy to just fall down like that, and then, yeah.
Oh, I respawn here for some reason. Oh, we get the cutscene?
Is this phase 3 Cell?
Phase 3, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So Cell's almost done with the twins as well, if she can survive these 3 switches.
Alright, I guess this really is where the competition is going to get pricey.
Yep.
Because apparently, I'm struggling on this. I don't usually struggle on this, but today is not one of those days.
You say you don't struggle, and yet I know you struggle on that fight.
Oh, wait, yeah, on the fight, yeah, but on... What is going on? Why does that keep happening? I don't understand. Why?
It's letting me catch up.
Okay, so, yeah, well, we watch Oz hopefully get it this time, and Cell also go into that level in a bit. Do we have any donations?
Wonderful. Well, I want to update y'all on the put a skin on the cat bid war. Now, that is a sentence I did not think I would say when I woke up this morning.
No.
But,
Nope.
So we've got $10 for both the normal skin and the happy puppy. So the puppy's getting some love, which I'm happy about. $96 for the Garfield skin, and Spyro is still in the lead with $120. So we've got some people who really want to see Passeray suffer with that run tonight. So definitely get those donations in if you would like to see a different skin pop up ahead. Also, I just want to say thank you to all the staff and volunteers and viewers who are making this happen. This is Multithon's inaugural event, and I've seen it take shape in the Discord over the past couple months. It has been wonderful to see everyone step up. We've been able to make it bigger and better because of everyone stepping in and helping.
What is this?
So I just want to thank everyone for watching and donating, and we're hoping that this will be the first of many Multithons to come.
What? Whoa! How did I even move there? What's going on? I don't understand how I'm struggling so much with this skip. This is so difficult.
Which skip are you trying to do?
The 3-1 skip. Like
The 3-1 skip.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm not even like in 3-3 or 3-2 yet. Like
where are you failing?
I'm just like going through collision gaps. That's the problem.
Oh, hello. That's a new spot I've never fallen down before.
Are you also there?
Okay.
You know?
I
You were too far.
Woo! There we go.
Oh, come on. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna
You're
wait for
across.
my.
Let's see if you can actually make the final room.
Yep, there we go.
Yeah, Tel is using my new route here already. Us is still walking around. Yeah, you got
That's
it
sort
now.
of my own
Okay, you're-
route I take there. Wait, does this mean I'm ahead now?
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are. Us is getting close though. Yeah, Us is now there already.
Oh.
Jump over. Yeah,
All right.
Us is in that room as well. Okay, well, but we're all tied up now.
But, yeah.
So,
It's
yeah,
exciting.
this is the final fight of 3-1, and in my opinion, this is the most difficult fight. It's very chaotic. There's a lot of things that can go wrong with explosives, with enemies.
Yeah,
And,
in my casual playthrough, I died here so much. And then I'm pretty sure they lowered the amount of damage that like gunmen do. And so I'm just like,
Yes, they have.
Yes, we have adjusted this slightly.
When you did that, I
because
cried.
They were a bit
When
over
you
the
did that, I
top.
cried of happiness because I just hated how much damage they did.
Oh, you're welcome. No, but I think how that happened is we brought the damage of the bullets of like the two types of gunners together, and that really buffed the one type. And it was just a bit too crazy.
Yeah.
So have you been using like the saw blades and the other stuff that you can activate in this arena, or you just go for the kill on the enemies?
I use a little bit of both, depending on where they are at.
I tend to primarily just go for the kill because the saw blades don't often help me. Or either that or I just forget to use them.
Yeah, and I have recently been trying to work on manipulating the enemies better so that I can just always do the exact same thing, and that's been working. And I also use saw blades and explosives in that.
Nice, because they can do a lot of damage if you can get the enemies on the tracks.
Oh, come on.
But it's tricky, of
Oh,
course.
no.
Oh,
Yeah.
health,
My
health? No health. Oh my goodness, game, where's health, please?
There it is. But yeah, part of the reason this section is so difficult, first of all, it's very long. Second of all, there's a lot of enemies that can sometimes just kind of get
Oh,
away
no,
from
no,
you
no,
or
no.
hide behind walls.
I don't
And third of all,
how much damage I'm taking right now.
there is only a checkpoint at the start of this entire fighting section. Not in the midway, just at the start. So if you die at any point, even if it's at the last health of the last enemy, you have to start all the way over, and that's like a 2-minute time loss.
It is. Alright, is that the last enemy of that phase? Yes, it is.
Yeah. They're both on the final two enemies now, which are the shield guys. And while they're killing these shield guys, some of the spider bots, spider bombs that spawned with the backwalkers earlier are also around. So
I'm going to try and find help. You.
It's one down. Come on, shield bearer, come on.
yeah,
Come over here, please.
Ooh, I don't like how you did that. Okay, this should be fine. We're good. We're golden.
they're both on the final enemy here. Almost done, and they'll have it.
Yes. Okay, let's go.
And so does Oz. Oz is
Very
like 1
close.
second ahead right now on my screen. So
Which means
Very close indeed.
Cell
Okay.
might actually win this because the
oh,
freeze-
but Cell was closer to the portal, so Cell is ahead again.
Whew, okay. Now I have to remember how to do
Alright,
3-2 the
now
new
we're
way.
Yeah, now we're going up to level 3-2, and this is where we're going to see some difference in the two players route. Because Cell is gonna keep the mage teleport for the rest of the game, while Oz is going back to the warrior dash.
Oh,
This is
time
because
save.
we recently found some new strats that use the mage teleport in later levels. So we keep that, even though the warrior dash is a bit quicker, especially in this level.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right, so
I first
Cell
tried that.
just now, yeah, Cell just now went up a bunch of boxes, and by going up on those boxes, we can get the mage teleport to aim down through the door, and we can just go through that door that we otherwise wouldn't be able to go through. And meanwhile, Alt is using the warrior dash to go around, climb these turrets. Oh, that turret is too high.
The turret is so weirdly trying to like remedy this somehow. There we go.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Good. So they both go out of bounds here. This skip isn't necessarily faster than the normal walk, except that it skips a small cutscene.
Oh no.
Ooh. Yeah, except that it skips a very small cutscene, so it does save a little bit of time. We go back inbounds a little bit to this point where we climb back out, and then from here we try to walk to the final room in the game, you know, which is kind of norm for the game so far.
There we go.
And I forgot that this is the level that you can't quick restart on because it takes you all the way to the start.
Were you about to?
But because of how
I did, but I was basically right at the start anyways, so it was fine.
Yeah. But because of how we're routing this level, we're skipping literally all of the checkpoints. So we don't get a new checkpoint until we're basically done with the level.
Oh no!
Ooh, we'll do that the safe way.
Ooh, and Oz just fell down.
I did the skip successfully.
I'll talk about it when he gets back there.
Oh my god, please. Thank you. I did the skip successfully.
So was made
no! Okay, I'm smashing. Actually, hang on. We're just gonna quick restart. Let's do that. Shoot! I failed the skip.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oz did say it would happen before the race, so.
Oh, I did, didn't I?
You did!
I cursed you.
That's okay. I'm gonna curse you for the rest of this level, too.
Yeah. So the section where Oz is now is a fixed camera section where, because the camera is fixed,
oh my god,
the camera doesn't actually follow us, and we have to do some blind movements in order to get to the next section, which is very rough. We have a setup for it if it works.
Oh my goodness, this is
truly
disappointing. This is truly disheartening.
But because of the fixed camera, we can't see ourselves. We have to go for a bit of blind movement. And the blind movement is on a very small cliff's edge. So it's very easy to fall down if you make a tiny mistake. And that's what happened to us just now.
The turrets are just not being my friend today.
Yeah, I'm not.
Where are you at right now?
I am trying to get back up onto the, you know, the lantern at the start.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, those are finicky.
So, Tel, if you just stand on the lantern, you don't have to turn it up if you have the mage teleport. If you double jump and then teleport to the right, hold right and teleport, it should get you up. Or at least it gets me up. So.
Oh, there we go. Thank you.
Yeah, there you go.
This is why we have the world record holder in VC with us for extra advice in the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I can't tell
just
where I am. Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
I was just about to say, if you keep softly tapping down right there, then at some point the camera should bend over. So yeah, Oz got past the blind section. Now we move over this bit of out of bounds grounds. We climb up here. And then from here we can jump over to the final room. We can't actually get into the final room, but we can actually touch this cutscene trigger that is slightly outside of the room. And after that cutscene, we just get teleported into the room.
The most important thing to know is that you cannot die in the first half of this boss fight, or else you will get sent back to the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So please die, Ozmourn.
So, with this fight, we have to destroy the crystal the boss is on top of. Then we have to destroy these small crystals that are energizing his shield. And then we have to destroy the crystal again for a bit. And until we do that the second time, there is no checkpoint. So if Ozmourn dies or accidentally presses reset right now, he goes back to the beginning of the level.
I think we're going to be good. I think we'll be okay. We're good.
Yeah,
And
there
now
we
this
go.
time I'm actually going to purposefully reset checkpoint to get rid of the enemies.
Yes. So all the enemies from the first 2 phases persist throughout phases unless we kill them or get rid of them in some way, shape, or form.
No. Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's good help.
Oh, I almost went into the void.
At the start of this 3rd phase, because there's a lot of enemies that are just very annoying and take a long time to kill, we just quickly respawn, which costs like 4 or 5 seconds, but that's way less than it would cost to actually kill them. And now we destroy this crystal for the 3rd time.
Please? Okay, there we go.
Yeah. And the boss is like, nope, I'm out of here.
Nope.
And we just have to deal with, well, 2 minigun enemies and some smaller enemies that are still around.
Specifically, I want to get rid of this guy first.
Yeah, you want to get rid of that mage first, because he heals all the other enemies for quite a hefty amount.
I put him into the saw.
Oh, nice.
Come on.
Cell's almost done with phase 2 here, and Cell also has the checkpoint.
Is now a good time for a host message?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Wonderful. Well, first I just want to say I am in awe of watching the runners completely shatter and destroy this game. This is so impressive, and the commentary has been so fun too. So GG's so far, everyone. I also just want to tell everyone a little bit more about Blue Path's Pause to Learn program. In this program, dogs spend time providing therapeutic support in schools, camps, residential homes, and day habilitation settings. Future service dogs and program participants learn together, with the dogs obtaining important training experience and individuals receiving invaluable benefits. Pause to Learn impacts over 2,000 individuals annually. So thank you everyone for getting those donations in. They are going to an amazing cause.
Alright, yeah, wonderful. Yeah, Oz is now in level 3-3, and originally, if you do everything the intended way, this is by far the longest level in the game. However, with the use of turrets and out-of-bounds stuff, and whatever, we've managed to make it by far the shortest level in the game.
What happened?
Oh no, Cell.
I died too.
Cell died to the minigunners.
Ah.
But yeah, so it all starts here. We climb out of this cage using our turrets, and we can just instantly jump to one of the 4 trials we'd normally have to clear. And normally we'd have to go upstairs, kill an ice giant, I think, on this side.
Yep.
And then drop back down in order to get to the crystal. But that's slow. Instead, well, Oz is gonna try
Ooh, I don't know if this is close enough
to use some carefully placed turrets and some carefully timed jumps in order to jump into the cage and just destroy the crystal instantly.
I didn't think that turret was close enough, honestly.
Yeah, this jump is insanely tight. When I first saw you guys do it, I wanted to try it myself, and I had to try it a couple of times as well to get it right. It's very, very close.
Yeah, for a pretty long time I was the only one who could consistently do that.
And now you don't do it anymore. You go the other way.
Now we just don't go there anymore at all. So
which you will see Cell do.
Yeah.
When I get there, if I don't die.
After Oz destroys that first crystal, we go to the other corner. And again, normally we'd have to do a very long auto-scroller section here. This is a very slow trial normally. But, oh, that turret is not good. I just quickly respawn.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But instead of doing that entire auto-scroller section, we just kind of place some turrets here. And we can just place a turret right in the crack in that door, and that turret will destroy the crystal for us. So that's why would we go around? And then because we haven't broken this level enough yet, rather than spending time going to the other 2 trials, we just destroy the 2 front door crystals, and we just try to climb over the final door rather than opening it.
I did the
Cell.
enemy despawns, thank goodness.
Yeah. So one of the things we do here is we despawn the final enemies that are in this room. And the second thing we do here is we climb up this wall.
I
and
can't tell where I am right now.
If Oz gets high enough, we can skip this final door and we don't have to do the other 2 trials.
Oh wow, wait, what happened here? What? I'm confused. I think I might just have to redo this. Because, like,
Yeah, probably.
I'm very confused as to what.
So the wall there is very uneven, as you can tell by that first turret. It doesn't always spawn the turret in a way that you can actually get on top of it.
Oh. Can you see for another one?
Like sometimes, yeah, sometimes it spawns the turret very sideways, and it's almost impossible to get on top of it.
I had this. I'm just gonna try again because this is. I mean, at least the enemies aren't here. This makes it
No.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Yeah, the strats Oz is doing are the old strats. We now do have faster strats, but he doesn't know those yet, so.
Oh, come on, I keep falling down.
Come on, give me... No.
Ooh.
Hey, if I keep messing this up, Cell's gonna catch up.
Blessed be the game for giving me health. We adore the generosity of this
that's
game.
one down.
Please, kill it.
Just
Kill
once.
it. Yes!
Ooh, nice. Okay, Cell's through. That was close.
For a second thought, I thought that was gonna hit you. That last attack.
Keep reading, Cell. Oz should have to now we can get that final turret. Yeah, okay, Oz has it, and so this portal just spawns when we get there. Yeah, this portal just spawns when we get there, regardless of what we do in the rest of the level. So,
which is actually, I think, one of the only ones in the game. You don't have to pick your thing to trigger it.
yeah.
So, oops, I guess.
And so Oz is coming up to the mage boss, which we also really broke, while Cell is getting into 3-3, and Cell is going to do a very different threat, because Cell is not doing any of the 4 trials, I think.
Nope.
Yeah, Cell is just breaking the 2 front door crystals, and it's like, yep, I'm going to go out of here. Because with the mage teleport, we can do a different skip. We can also skip the second door. And because we can also skip the second door, we don't have to do the 2 trials Oz had to do, even though those are very short.
Which is just as well, because I can't do one of those skips, so...
Yeah, and we can just really quickly nope out of there.
Beautiful.
Okay, I'm
now,
not shaking.
On Oz's screen, we have the mage boss. Normally, for the mage boss, we have to destroy these crystals that power his shield. And we have to wait for his entire attack sequence to go off, for the crystals to drop down, in order for us to go destroy them. But, yeah, as Oz is already showing, we just want to make that quicker. So instead of waiting on those crystals to come down, we climb up to the crystals.
Alright, this third phase I absolutely hate with
phase
passion.
2
It's so hard in the speedrun for me.
Oh yeah. In this third phase, we try to do the same thing. We try to just climb up. And normally for every single crystal here, so that's 4 crystals, we have a very long attack sequence we have to go through before we can destroy a single crystal. But rather than waiting on that, we just climb up here and we can go around the entire arena, destroying crystals along the way.
So like, it's not any of that I just did. That is my personal issue. It's this last one. And doing the final jump to get the last one. Because if you don't get it, you have to essentially do what you did with the first crystal as a sort of backup. Yeah, and that's what you have to do.
Oh, yeah.
So like, hopefully.
So if you do it perfectly, you just go around the entire arena in one fell swoop.
Yeah, that's why I don't like this final phase. Because if you do that, then it's just you're just done.
Where am I?
Oh, wait,
what?
Are you doing this fight with the teleport of the mage as well with the new strat?
Wait, where on earth did that put me?
That probably makes it a bit easier to make that jump.
That triggered a cutscene it shouldn't have triggered.
Okay, but yeah, Cell meanwhile is trying to skip the second door instead of just the third door. Because we can't do this with another ability, because there are actually some invisible ceilings and walls around that second door that block our path, but the mage teleport can just go between some very tiny gaps there and actually get us around.
Actually, here,
oh, thank goodness, thank God, thank goodness.
Nice.
Just take it. No. Oh, wait, wait, what's going on? What's going on here?
Oh, yeah, you got...
What's going on here?
Oh, yeah, you're on top of it.
Okay,
That's,
okay.
yeah.
You got it.
Okay, and us, meanwhile, as the mage was down.
Okay, second try, that's not that bad. I've done worse.
But yeah, with the new strats, With the new strats, we also do the mage boss with the mage teleport and the final boss, by the way. And the mage boss is actually faster with the mage teleport than it is with the warrior dash.
Really? I mean, I'll just have to see that.
Yeah.
What?
And we
Where
also
am I-
pre-placed some turrets now.
Where am I landing?
You don't place turrets?
No, we do pre-place turrets actually. So
I can't do that
if we
yet,
do
but
perfectly, yeah, if we do it perfectly, 3 of the 4 crystals in the final phase are down before we even start the final phase.
Wow, okay. I'll really have to look at that. That's gonna be really cool. I mean, you're gonna see it in Cell's run, so.
I can't do that part yet.
Oh,
I'm
that,
still
not that
working
part.
on that.
Yeah. But yeah, Oz is coming up to the final level in the game, final boss level. And probably everyone's favorite section in the game. So we quickly rush through here.
No!
You got this. No. Oh, that sucks.
Well, okay, we're gonna do some blind movement out here. I know where I am now.
Give me the battery, give me the battery, give me the battery.
I know where I am.
Give me, where
If
is
it's
the
gonna
battery?
let me stay.
It's in the
That's
hands, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's
No.
the best part.
So-
Now it's the best part of the run.
Yeah, this is the best part in the game. We get in this ball. And after the cutscene, we can just roll around in that ball. And this is what we call the hamster ball. Yeah, Night Bell. Cell's got it as well.
There we go.
You can just trample over enemies like this. Like, it's the most fun. Trifox pinball when?
Yeah.
DLC?
Who knows?
Yeah, this hamster ball section is a very nice and relaxing piece of just rolling around, squashing enemies, and getting towards the final boss before we start the very, very stressful final boss.
Oh, we want to give the player a bit of like a power trip before the real fighting starts.
Yeah. Yeah, I think everyone I've seen talk about this game just absolutely adores this part.
I'm glad to see that people like it. It was a lot of fun making this as well.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It
It's such,
was a bit of a hassle with the cameras because it's very different, but
it's such a fun part.
I'm very happy with how it turned out.
It's such a fun part, and unironically, I would do a full speed run of this ball. Of just like if there's levels built around the mechanics of this ball, I would do speed runs of it 100%.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, Cell's doing the mage boss with the mage teleport now, and where Oz had to
No.
spend a lot of time and effort using turrets to go around, Cell can just kind of teleport everywhere.
It's kind of going a little wrong, but we're fine. This is fine.
It's fine. Yeah, you're fine, that's good.
Sure.
That works.
I was afraid I was gonna fall down there.
That placement is interesting, but you know what? We'll take it.
Alright.
Yeah, if you do everything properly with the mage teleport, the fight is like 10 to 15 seconds faster than with the warrior dash. Alright, Nod is now at the final boss of the game. And we actually start this boss by throwing ourselves into oblivion.
Good luck, Oz.
Thank you. Let's see here.
So Oz dashes off the platform here in order to cancel the boss's first attack, which is a large attack where he keeps spinning around, during which it's very hard to not only dodge his attacks but also to hit him. And by dropping off, we cancel that attack and we can just kill the first arm before he does anything. Oz took some damage there. That's
Yeah, I think we're good.
scary.
I think we're good. I think
Yeah.
we're fine.
So if you're fast enough,
One more?
from this point on, the boss just never does an attack. You can just kill his arms and you're through.
Well.
And that's exactly what Oz just did.
I guess never does an attack if you don't count the billion rockets.
I mean, fair.
Rockets. Who needs rockets?
Alright, final
Rockets.
final phase.
And if you, yeah, final phase for Oz. But yeah, if you manipulate that first phase well enough, you can actually force the arms to kind of self-destruct on some of the exploding barrels that are around.
But yeah, that probably saves a lot of time as well.
Yeah, I get super spooked by it sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, wait, which arm destroyed itself? And then I just forget to actually destroy the arm I tried to destroy.
Okay.
Like this fight as well, I'm always amazed how quickly you can do this at this point, because it's It's a very tough fight. Because it's the final boss, right? So
especially casually.
Designed it to be quite tricky.
Yeah. Yeah, this final boss fight gets a lot of people. It is very chaotic and hectic, but we have gotten it to a point where we just calculate everything and manipulate everything to be as close to the same as possible and as quickly as possible.
Oh my
Oz
God.
actually has him down now.
That is the best final boss I've ever had. That, like...
Alright, this is the final cutscene,
like
and there's a bit more movement, but else is almost done.
Like, I'm pretty sure if I was timing that, that would have been a huge goal. That was the best final boss I've ever done in my life.
Nice.
Very nice.
Now just have to go through the final portal.
And...
He just got his TV remote back.
Time.
Yeah, and that's...
Time. And that's the story of how Trifox killed like 1 million people.
Just to
Went
get
on a huge genocidal trip to get his TV remote back.
And it doesn't even work.
Well.
Because he has
Only
no
to
TV.
remember, you know, he has no TV. Yeah.
Fun fact here, if people collect the gems throughout the game, there's like hidden secrets which speedrunners obviously don't get. Then you get different cutscenes where you actually are able to buy a new TV.
We could just
Yeah.
try and route 100%. I mean, I don't know how much do you have to go around, how much you have to go out of your way to get the gems, or not, but
Not too much for most of them.
yeah.
That'd be
Most
fun
of
to
them.
see.
Yeah.
I do have a file with all the gems.
Yeah.
If you well, I'll leave it to people to find out for themselves what you get actually. But yeah, you do actually get some function out of your TV remote if you get enough gems.
No, you leave me alone. Shoo, go away. Go. Oh, that's an RPG.
Oh no.
Oh, so close.
Yeah,
Where are you right now,
I am attempting to start the final boss. So, fun story, since Oz is done. I will tell you the story of how I learned this run. So I have actually never finished this game casually. I just started learning the run. And so when I got to this level, I kid you not, when I got to the final boss, phase 2, I had to pause and just weep for 15 minutes. That's how awful this boss is the first time you do it. It's great. Love the game. It's a great game. I do recommend it. But it's also really hard. Be warned.
Oh, wait, what was my final time? You want me to ask you?
I think it was a high 114.
High 114? That's actually not that bad. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I was in the 114s.
Okay, cool. That's good. I mean, so much of that, that's like 6 minutes off my PB, which is a 108. And I am...
Nice.
I mean, I felt like that one was really good up until World 3, where I just ended up, you know, messing up a lot of strats. But, you know, that's just good.
Yeah.
That just goes to show how much I need to work on World 3, especially with the updated strats. So.
Yeah. It's still struggling very much getting the minigunner down. Yeah, this part is just very chaotic because, especially in the speedrun sense, we try to just go for this minigunner and kill him and ignore everything else. But there's a lot of enemies coming at you, so if you don't kill this guy fast enough, as you can see, there's like 2 boxers, there's a rocket launcher somewhere, there's all these tiny guys. It's very hard. But she got it now, she's getting into the Empress Ball.
Time for the fun part now. Time to relax now for a bit.
Yeah.
Let's call for donations. Well, I hamster ball.
Perfect. Well, I will give one last update. We are, for the Hug the Cat incentive in Spirit Fair, still at $47 out of 100. You've only got 3.5 hours to get 11 more cat hugs. We need $53 more, if my math is correct. And no one ever said Happy Bear is a mathematician, but I think we need $53 more. We also have one more question in chat. So this may not be something that you want to answer right now, but Ozmourn, you're certainly welcome to. What was the thing that got you into speedrunning? How did you get into speedrunning? I think chat is very interested to know.
As a whole? Like...
Yes, as a whole.
Right, so,
Yeah.
So my thing was an interesting story. I was just like in my house one day and I was playing Luigi's Mansion 3, and I decided I had like the whole day to myself, so I just played it through, and I ended up beating it in like one sitting, which was 9 hours, 100%ing it in one sitting. And then I was just like, I can do that again, but faster. And so I just ended up doing that. And currently, you know, I'm known for like indie games and stuff, but like Luigi's Mansion 3 is on my SRC page right now. You can go look at it. It's really long. It's a really bad run, but I just abandoned that one because it was like really it was too long for me to keep up with. I would like get exhausted. And then I was up late watching AGDQ 2021. And I was going to watch Pikmin 2, but the run before it was a run called Light Matter, which is now a game that I run. And I don't know what it was, but a man named Bobby Burm was the one that speedran it, and I just fell in love with the game. And so I immediately, I do not know why, but I immediately wanted to just download and speedrun it, and so I did. And progressively that ended up me, you know, delving into more games like that, like first-person puzzle platformers, and in effect also just a bunch of indie games, because indie games are great. And that led me to just meeting a lot of really cool people and volunteering for events and such, and just falling in love with speedrunning and the community behind it as a whole. And I've changed a lot. It changed, like, just watching just AGDQ that year just changed the trajectory of my life, that one run. So shout out to Bobby Burm, he's great. That's my story right here.
Yeah.
That's great.
And mine, while I'm still finishing phase 1, was my boyfriend at the time introduced me. Oh, hello, boss. Introduced me to AGDQ. And then I discovered Stardew Valley, tried to run it, couldn't keep up with Stardew Valley, discovered Dicey Dungeons, and discovered other indie games, and now I run indie games. And now it's phase 2, it's time to panic, chat! Can I see some panic? Because this fight is panic-inducing.
Yeah.
Panic with me, please.
Yeah.
Oh yes, it is. Yeah, and that's for me. I don't even remember when I first learned about speedrunning. It was even before the first GDQ days. I've already known about speedrunning. But especially when GDQ started, I always got very interested in those runs and watching it. But I never was like, oh, I can do that. I was always like, nah, I couldn't do that. Up until at some point I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna try a run and I don't care about my pace. And since then I've been slowly picking up more and more games, usually more as part of challenges just for fun. I rarely stick to a game. I think this is only the 4th game I've actually stuck to for more than like 20 hours. So...
Oh, I feel honored.
Yeah. But yeah, mostly I do speedruns now because I'm just interested in how games stick and how they work and how you can break them. And so I think over the course of the years, I wouldn't be surprised if I've done runs or partial runs of over 100 games by now.
Oh no. Okay. We're just gonna do this backwards. This is fine. I'm not worried at all about my route being messed up. This is fine.
That's
Why
fine.
does it respawn you over here?
Big-
Okay.
Maybe because of where I fell off? No!
Oh!
No!
No, I'm not.
How
talking
rude.
about this screen, I'm talking about my screen. But I should look at your screen.
You've got this though. Okay, that's good.
Like I said, I've improved from this taking me 45 minutes, not counting a 15-minute sobbing break, to doing it in about 5 minutes. You know what? I'll call that improvement.
I mean, that is improvement.
Yes, Emil, you guys have the privilege of being one of the few games that has made me just cry.
I'm sorry.
I don't know if the way of crying is exactly what they were intending. But
Hey, I'll take any emotion, I guess.
Come on, come on, come on! Don't you dare come behind me,
Oh,
boxers!
yes.
Don't you dare! Don't you...
Oh no!
No! So
Aw.
close.
If I had money, I would have done a... How many times will it take me to... How many deaths in the boss fight? But I kind of am a poor student, so... Come on, come on, come on. Health, please, please, please give me health. game. That's the one thing I will say about this game, is it gives you health quite generously.
Yeah, as soon as you get lower on health, the odds increase. And actually, these enemies have a 100% drop rate.
Oh, really? Ooh.
Yes, the little ones do.
Nice.
Because I realized that you might need a little bit of help here.
Yeah.
But there used to be no enemy spotting in this phase, and that was kind of boring. So we added enemies, and then it got like really chaotic. So it was tricky to find a nice balance. But I'm overall quite happy with how it turned out.
I wonder how many abilities can I buy with the money I have? 4,000.
That depends on which tiers you buy.
Oh, well, I can't buy the top tiers. So I buy the bottom. 2,000? Oh, so just two.
Yeah, it's two of the top for the second tier.
I forget what.
And that's the boss down for Cell.
There's so
nice.
Oh.
I wonder, wait,
still within the end,
how did one of those legs die? I didn't kill one of the legs. Oh, I'm gonna have to look back.
Oh yeah, I'll have to look at that as well then.
Did the turrets? I had 2 turrets back there. I wonder if that's what did it.
Oh, that might be
That
it then,
is
because you did place yours
time
there.
for me.
Or some explosive damage from your mage bomb.
GG,
Cell.
Cell.
All right. Well, that's Trifox any percent. Any final words from our runners?
Since you won, go ahead first.
All right. Well, I'm just really glad to have raced this with Cell, because she's absolutely amazing, and she like just being able to bond over speedrunning and over this game has been great. And overall, just really thankful for her being a really good friend to me and helping me through a lot. And I'm very glad to be performing here with her. That's all.
And can they find you anywhere, Ozmourn?
I suppose. You can find me on twitch.tv/Ozmourn. I stream on occasion, but I'm pretty active on Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter @Ozmourn.
Very cool. And yeah, you can find me, selcouthmind, on Twitch, on YouTube at the selcouthmind, selcouth speedruns, 2 different channels, on Twitter, basically selcouthmind most places, or the selcouthmind. Yeah, I do a lot of indie games, some speedrunning. You'll get to hear my voice later tonight if you are still awake for Stray, because I am hosting that run. I'm very excited. And yeah, just big thank you to Ozmourn for being such a good pal in learning this run. Beastie for being a lovely support and encouraging me to keep running it when the boss absolutely destroys me. And Emil for creating a wonderful game that I love and hate simultaneously.
Very nice.
All right, and what about you, Beastie or Emil?
Well, for me, just big GG to both of you. This is not an easy run most of the time. I can know that. I feel way too often feel as well. So, and just a big thank you to everyone for organizing this wonderful event. And I'll definitely be watching over the rest of the weekend. So,
all right, good. And just to conclude, Emil, plug this game. Tell people why they should buy it.
Because I think it's pretty great, so people can find it on all their platforms they prefer to play it. And I want to thank everyone for inviting me here as well. It's been really amazing to commentate on the game that I made and see people run it.
Mm-hmm.
It's always been something that I've been doing in my spare time as well, watching speedruns, and it's really something special to see your own game being run like this. So
yeah.
Very, very happy to be here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. This costs like $20 on Steam, right? 20? Question mark?
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
Oh,
yes. One other thing I forgot to plug. So Ozmourn is not joining me this time, but next Thursday I will be running this at Lady Arcaders, and then at the end of the month during Frost Fatales I'm also running this. So if you want to see me run it again, and hopefully not struggle quite so badly, come watch either of those times.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's all.
That's
Thank
everything.
you so much, everyone. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you, Trifox team, for that incredible run. That was so entertaining, so enjoyable. I definitely think that this looks like a really fun speedrun. So hopefully we'll get some more Trifox speedrunners out of this. And thank you, chat, for watching and sending all of your energy to the runners and for asking questions. That was super, super fun to be with you. All right. Well, before we go on a quick little break, I just want to remind everyone that your donations are having a real effect on our marathon because we've already met the Metroid Prime 1 and 2 Ride the Abandoned Gondola incentive. So that's going to stretch out that run tomorrow and our entire marathon. It's really fun to see things being accomplished by what you donate. Alright everyone, we are going to take a break. So now is a good time to hydrate, stretch, tell your loved ones that they're awesome, pet your dogs, give yourself some self-love. I want you to go look in that mirror and be like, you're a cool person. I'm gonna go do that right now, because I need to hear it. It's been a long week. So thank goodness for some self-affirmation and self-care. When we come back, we are going to be watching Sonic Heroes, and I am super pumped for that run. But when have I not been super pumped for a run, right? They're all amazing. We hope you will join us when we come back.